That was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Breeze on the bootleg. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Good move by Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, 76 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Breeze now to throw. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Again, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. Goff now looking to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now I don't think they have any choice.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Eli Apple. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught by Meredith right side. Just a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that'll give them a first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. go play action here on first down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down.
Hey, easy. 21. 21. Hey, ready for touch.
Now, Breeze again. Room to run inside the 40. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Goff now on second down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be. And
it's caught inside the 25. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. first and 10. Gone. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
This is taken at about the 14. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes this one to Meredith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
When we watch Drew Brees practice, the thing that always strikes us.
Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Breeze now on 1st down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now it's gone. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 76. Tell him. 76. Our ball. 76.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And the Saints signal for another timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Goff now to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football now. 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction.
Tough. Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting him at this point.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? You waiting?
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. Breeze now. And Ginn's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
11.
To throw is Breeze. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
21. Shot.
Again, it's Breeze. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
36.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. Whirl it. Good. Yes,
After the interception, here's Gall. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. Fighting through, he's got space. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Here's Gall. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On 2nd down, here's Gall. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off. Actually catch.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Looks good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and your game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Gone. Trying to improvise. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 and a first down. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing again is gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been terrific so far. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's move.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here we go. DC.
On first down, it's gone. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Goff now on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Rolling to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Breeze will try again on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a big 32-yard play on third. Breeze to throw again. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
Now Breeze wants the football. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down throw. Gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 47 yards. From the red zone now. Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Samson Ebukam in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mark Barron, and this one will be brought back to the 22. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He knocks him back. And now running right through it. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mikel Roby-Coleman, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to fire one deep over them, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Throwing now. Gone. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's gone. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And Ingram holds it in. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Under a heavy reception. Down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for L.A., the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.